Hello guys, how are you all doing? If it's your first time watching my video, welcome to my channel. My name is Blessing Njoh, also known as Mrs. Vacuüm. And if you're a returning subscriber, I'd like to thank you so very much for always coming back to watch my videos. So, as you guys already saw from the title, I am extremely terrified to let my husband know that we just bought, well, technically I just bought a new vacuum cleaner, and here is the reason why. So a couple of months ago, if you can still remember, I did a video showing you guys another vacuum cleaner just a few months ago that we bought, the ADLER 7360 vacuum cleaner that I was describing to you guys. I'm going to leave the link to that video in the description box below so you can go watch it. I was very positive about that vacuum cleaner, and I still believe that it is a very good one, but just a few months after I started using it, it started to irritate me to the extent that I knew I couldn't do this any longer. The previous vacuum cleaner that we had, I have to really take this camera away, otherwise this boy will not let me. The previous vacuum cleaner that we had prior to the ADLER vacuum cleaner, I'm going. I'm just trying to run away from this kid. He's like chasing me all over the house. Yeah, so the previous vacuum cleaner that we had before the ADLER 7360, we had been using for about 11 years, and it was just time for that one to go because it was literally like physically hanging by the thread. Well, before we settled for the ADLER, it was actually my idea. When I showed my husband, before we ordered it, I showed my husband the picture and he was like, this thing looks like a toy. That was his first impression about it. I was like, why don't you try it out? Let us buy it for us to try, to see. I don't think it's a toy. I think it works well. It's just a modern kind of vacuum cleaner. So I really convinced him. I told him it was good. I told him it was exactly what I wanted. I told him it was lightweight, that it wouldn't stress me too much. We have quite a big house. It wouldn't stress me too much, you know, vacuuming the entire house, that it was going to be easy for me to use, for me to operate. So I was really able to convince him. He was so skeptical. He told me, Blessing, look, this thing looks too fancy. It really doesn't look durable. It looks like you're going to use it for a month and it's going to break apart. It's going to fall apart. And I was telling him like, no, I think this thing is good. I have read all the reviews. Come and look. So I did everything within my power to tell him how good this vacuum cleaner was. Even though I had never touched one, I didn't even know much about it. So he told me, okay, if this is what you really want, go ahead and purchase it. But if anything goes wrong, don't come back to me with complaints. Don't come back to me that you are going to, you know. So I was like, no, nothing is going to go wrong. I mean, people are buying it. If it's such a bad product, people are not going to, you know, buy. So he was like, okay. So finally, we ordered that vacuum cleaner. It came in. I was so very happy about it. I loved the fact that it was lightweight. That is one of the things that I actually love so much about that vacuum cleaner. It is a compact product. You could easily hide it anywhere around the house. I love that it had a high suction power. So what was it about this vacuum cleaner? I'm going to try to position this camera here so that I don't have to hold it the entire time. So the problem that I discovered about this vacuum cleaner, actually when my husband saw it for the first time, he told me, Blessing, this thing looks like a car vacuum cleaner. It doesn't look like something you'd use as a domestic, you know, household item. It looks like something you just need for your car. I was like, no, you can actually use it for a car if you want. That is the good thing about this vacuum cleaner. It's 2-in-1. You can use it for the house. You can also use it for your car because it's compact and all of that. I was just blabbing, to be honest. So one thing that I have now come to really get tired about with that vacuum cleaner is the fact that it is so small. You know, it is a bagless vacuum cleaner. So everything that you vacuum, all the dust, all the dirt kind of like stays in that small container. And if you have to vacuum like the entire house, we have about 5 rooms here. If you have to vacuum the entire house, even by the time you're busy with the living room alone, the container is filled up. You have to go change it. You have to go empty it, and you don't have to change anything. That's another positive thing that I actually like about that vacuum cleaner, because with the new ones that we have, or with the other types, the conventional vacuum cleaners that we have, you always have to insert new bags. You know, when one is full, you have to dispose of it and put in a new bag. But this one, you don't have to worry about bags. But every 5 minutes, every, I don't know, 2 minutes even, that you vacuum, you have to go empty it and then continue and then empty it. And then after a while, I discovered that this thing, actually, it has a very high suction power, but it wasn't really sucking the dirt from the floor. Like, you'd have to stay there for a long time. So what I did was I started to pull out the head, you know, like the vacuum head. I would pull it out and use the how do you say, the pipe to vacuum directly. So my back was killing me. Imagine having to do that the entire time, the entire house, you know. I would bend and use the pole, you know, to vacuum, and it was so tiring that I told myself I couldn't do this any longer. But I didn't have the confidence. I couldn't gather or summon enough courage to go back to my husband and say, I made a mistake. I couldn't. So I didn't know what to do. And then I started to avoid vacuuming the house. I wasn't vacuuming for months. I didn't vacuum because I just wasn't ready for it. I would vacuum and I would be so exhausted. I would be so tired from vacuuming alone. I've not even changed the sheets. I have not even done the dishes. I've not even cleaned the bathroom. I've not done any other thing. Just vacuuming, and I'm already done for the weekend. Like, it was taking so much of my energy. You know, the emptying of the container, the suction thing that wasn't really working to the best of my, you know, satisfaction. I got exhausted, and I told myself I was done with that vacuum cleaner, but I couldn't really come to my husband to tell him, you know what, I made a mistake, because I know that definitely if I should do that he would tell me, deal with it. We are not going to get another vacuum cleaner. He's just going to tell me plainly, and I would not have anything, you know, to bring to contradict that. So I couldn't tell him, and then months went on. I didn't vacuum, and I think he noticed it, and then he just picked up the vacuum cleaner one day and he just vacuumed the house. He used it. I don't know how he did it. It worked for him. I went on for months, and then he finally traveled. And when my husband traveled, that was just my chance. You might be thinking, oh, I'm doing this video, he's going to watch it anyway and find out. My husband hardly watches my videos, so I'm not worried. And right now he's abroad, so he's not even going to watch this video by the time I upload it. And by the time he comes back, it's already a month after. So I'm not worried that he's going to see it. So when he traveled, I was like, this is my chance. And then I went online and I just bought a regular, it's a Sauber. Is it? I don't know how it's pronounced, if it's Sauber or Sauber. I ordered it, the V70. Is it a V70? I'm not very sure, but I'll check. I ordered it. It's just, there is nothing special about this vacuum cleaner. It's also small in a way. It's not like the huge one. But it does what it has to do. When it came in, I was so relieved. You know that feeling of, finally. I was so happy. It's just a regular vacuum cleaner, you know. There is nothing so dramatic or fancy or special about it, but it really vacuums. It doesn't give me any stress. I just vacuum. Ever since I've been using it, I've not had to change the bag in it. I'm just vacuuming. I take it upstairs, I bring it downstairs. It just, you know, it just replaces that other one. So here is my plan. The new vacuum cleaner, I'm going to hide it for as long as I can. I'm going to hide it that my husband is not going to find it. I'm going to hide it in a place he never goes. You know, a place I know he's not going to go there unless I ask him to go there. That's where I'll hide it. And I will do this for as long as I can. And if by any chance he finds out that, you know, we have another vacuum cleaner, and he asks me, it would be maybe years, and I'll be like, oh. I'll be like, well, we've had this for years. You didn't know. He's going to be upset, but he would not be as upset as he would be now if he found out now, like right now. So it's really pathetic. I still stand by my positive reviews about the ADLER 7360. I think it's a great machine, but I think it's a car machine, or if you have a small place, you know, you stay in a studio, then it could work for you. But if you have a big house that you need to do a lot of vacuuming, then it's not really going to work. It's going to tire you out. It's going to exhaust you. Yes, so I'm going to show you the new one that we just got. Like I said, there is nothing special about it. It's just the regular vacuum cleaner as we all know it. And I'm also going to demonstrate it. One very beautiful thing about this new one, this Sauber vacuum cleaner, is the sound limit, like the noise limit. Like, it doesn't make too much noise. For the first time in my life, I was able to vacuum in the presence of my toddler. Usually he's terrified about the sound of vacuum cleaners. Like the old one, the ADLER 7360, I don't even use it when he's around. I don't use it when he's here, because he's going to cry, he's going to be terrified, he's going to hang on to you, he's going to hold you. And what are you doing? This is my vlog, this is my channel. Did I invite you here? Divine, did I invite you? Did mommy invite you here? No, I didn't. So, but with the new one, for the first time in my life, I just said, let me try it. I mean, he's almost 2. He should be able to handle this sound. And I switched it on. Immediately, he saw the vacuum cleaner. He already started to fidget. And then when I switched it on, the noise that came out of it was very, very minimal. And he didn't cry. He just continued watching his cartoon, and I continued to vacuum. And I was like, this is bliss. For me to be able to vacuum right in front of my kid. So I'm going to demonstrate it to you guys for you to see the difference. One thing I'm going to do. What are you saying? And then what happened after that? So what I'm going to do right away, I am going to bring the 7360 ADLER. I'm going to plug it for you guys to see his reaction. See how he's going to react as opposed to how he behaves when I switch on the new one. Let's just see what happens. I hope he doesn't touch this laptop. Oh, by the way, let me quickly show you. This is the new one. Well, I have already opened it. It's the Sauber. Well, I have to be sure about which one it is. Let me see. I can tell. By the way, V70. So I was right. The Sauber V70, 3 years guarantee on top of this thing. So yes, I have started to use it. I just put it back in the box for the purpose of this video. So I'm not really doing a proper unboxing. Like I said, it's a very, you can see that. It's a very regular product, as we know. It's very compact and lightweight. Well, not as lightweight as the ADLER. You can actually lift it with one hand, you see. So there you go. And of course, how do you open? Yes, you open the dust container from here. So yeah, there you go. Yes, so this is it. So right now I am going to drop the camera while I go get the old one. I just want to test and see how this boy is going to react. I want to show you guys because I already know how he reacts to vacuum cleaners, but I want to show you guys. Hopefully he doesn't touch the camera before I come back. Mommy's coming, don't touch it, okay? Don't touch it, mommy's coming, don't anything like that. I'm coming. Did you touch it? Divine. Mommy is going to switch. He's already running away, as you can see. You see, he's already taking cover. Okay, so this is the ADLER. the 7360, you see how very tiny it is. You can just, it's almost as big as my hand. You see, it's so very compact. And this is actually what drew me to it. So my son has already run, like I have not even plugged the thing yet, and he has already taken cover. He's back now. I'm gonna plug it. He knows what is about to happen. So I'm gonna plug it for you guys to just see what happens when I usually vacuum. Okay, so I'm not going to terrify him any further. He's already he's already devastated. Divine. Okay, so I'm going to drop this and I'm going to demonstrate the new one. That one is not as loud as this one, so I think he can handle that one. I'll be right back. Hopefully he doesn't touch this camera. So yes, that was it for the demonstration. So like I said, this is going to be my best kept secret in the coming months. Yes, for as long as it lasts. If you know us personally, please do not tell my husband about this, because he's definitely going to kill me. He's not going to let me rest. He's going to complain that I'm spending and wasting money, which, well, I don't really know what to say about that. So if you're looking to buy a new vacuum cleaner, I would suggest, or rather I would recommend for you to go for the V70 for now. If you need a very good car vacuum cleaner, go for the ADLER 7360. I hope you have found this video enjoyable and helpful. If you have, and if you'd like to see many more videos like this from me, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.